history is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of
All right, one special pooch here. A dog from New York appears to have shattered a world record.
Very talented. This golden retriever loves tennis balls so much that he can fit up to 6 in his mouth at one time. Video of Finley Malloy has already gone viral. He has more than 34,000 followers on Instagram. Finley's owner says that he developed this special talent around the age of 2.
I think it was summer of 2017 when the first time I saw him do 6. And I got it on video, and I think Aaron has shared that on his page.
Yeah.
And it was just hysterical. And then he just kept doing it.
His owners are now taking the steps to have their pup recognized by Guinness Book of World Records. The last world record was set by a dog named Augie from Texas at 5 tennis balls at once back in '03.
Oh, he's ready to shatter that.
Oh, yeah, he is ready, without a doubt.
That's what Channel 2 News at 4.
The news at 5 begins in 60 seconds. Don't go away.
Creating opportunities.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 5.
It was a crash that left 4 people dead and families grieving. Lives ended in an instant.
A driver in a stolen pickup truck slammed into another vehicle. All 4 people involved were killed.
Channel 2's Bill Barajas is live now in Dayton, where the family of one of those victims is struggling tonight. Bill?
Well, that deadly crash has forever changed the lives of several families. It happened right here along State Highway 146 on Monday morning. The family we spoke to sticking together during this difficult time. The family of Ricardo Martinez is grieving. At the same time, they're doing their best to console the 41-year-old's wife.
He always be remembered, and he always be in our hearts forever.
Martinez, a husband and father, was one of 4 men who died Monday in a head-on collision. His cousin Marisela Amezquita says he was from Mexico, but had worked in several U.S. cities before settling down in Houston.
He always a smiley person. He loved to dance.
Amezquita says Martinez worked in construction and was on his way to work with 2 co-workers when the driver of a Chevy Silverado swerved into their lane, hitting their F-250 and killing everyone involved. The passengers in Martinez's pickup were identified as Alfredo Cuellar and David Cortez. Cortez, a distant relative, can be seen here in this video next to Martinez. Martinez's uncle's main concern now is caring for his nephew's family.
We're going to
talk things through and continue supporting his wife and his daughter. She doesn't have anyone here. And Dayton police say the crash remains under investigation. The Chevy Silverado involved was reported stolen. The driver of that vehicle identified as Blaine Springer. A 3rd vehicle was also involved. The driver of that vehicle taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Live in Dayton, Bill Barajas, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Bill, thank you. Developing tonight, 1 teacher has been fired and a principal has resigned following a cheating scandal at a school in Livingston.
Channel 2 anchor Christine Noel is joining us live now with the details on this. Christine?
Lauren and Andy, the Livingston Independent School District admits that a recent audit revealed what they called substantial admission and academic policy violations at the Livingston High School Academy. The district says binders were prepared by a teacher containing test questions and answers. Students use that binder when completing coursework and exams. The district says because the students cheated, they were able to speed through classes at, quote, astronomical speeds. Some students completed entire semester courses in mere minutes. The audit also found that students were fraudulently admitted into the academy, students who otherwise would not have qualified for enrollment. All students impacted by this scandal will have to prove they know the material if they want those credit for the courses. Letters have been sent home to the parents of those students. We've reached out to the TEA for comment. The agency simply confirming that it is investigating but would not further comment on the matter. We are still asking questions in this case. As we confirm more information, we'll bring you those updates to you on air and online. Andy?
Christine, thank you. Developing right now, we are tracking a wet cold front that is about to creep through southeast Texas.
Yes, the warm temperatures were nice while they lasted, but tonight we start to take a turn back towards winter. Frank is here with more of the details.
Well, I'm telling you, only in Texas could you get about a 40-degree spread from 45 in Amarillo to 82 in Brownsville. I know.
That is quite a spread.
In February, right? All right, all that cold air in the 50s, guess where it's coming? Right to us. So get ready for it. It is on the way, and it's going to stick around a while. You're going to need a jacket right on into the weekend. In the meantime, there's the front. Not looking for a lot of severe weather with this at all. You may see a thunderstorm. We don't have any kind of watches for that. Not looking for a flooding issue, but it is going to be wet and drizzleable as we continue through the next couple of days. You can see the strongest showers from Brenham up toward the Huntsville area right now. There's a little bit of a lightning strike, it looks like, around the Trinity area, but that's well to the north. And a lot of the rain is going to stay well to the north as this front slides through. Temperatures are going to slide south. 57 in Huntsville right now. Brenham's at 57. All these other areas right there in the mid-70s, but get ready for it. As we go into this evening, we're going to go from the 70s to the 60s, right on down into the 50s, and that's where we're going to stay for a while. We'll talk about it, your hour-by-hour futurecast, how long the rain lasts, and just how cold it gets straight ahead. Andy?
All right, Frank, thanks so much. Remember, you can keep track of the weather anytime on Frank's Free Forecast weather app. Just search KPRC in your app store to download.
We have breaking news now from the Clear Lake area where police have just confirmed that they're investigating a murder-suicide.
Yeah, this is on Heatherdale Street, just off El Dorado and Clear Lake City Boulevard. We do have a crew headed to that scene. We, of course, will bring you an update before the end of this newscast.
Developing tonight, a popular Houston area restaurant that's been burglarized before has been hit again, and unfortunately, they're not the only victims.
The owner of another restaurant says that same crook targeted his restaurant, leaving behind a big mess. Our senior reporter Phil Archer live tonight with that story. Phil.
And Andy, the restaurant owners have all of that on video. They shared it with us today in hopes someone will recognize that burglar and help put him away. Juanita's restaurant has been in the Nunez family for 3 generations, and they've been burglarized before. It's part of the cost of doing business. But the burglar who hit them 2 Sundays ago was different. He seemed a little more skilled, more professional.
It seems like he knows what he's doing. It's not like he's just a kid off the street. It's someone who's done this for years. Right.
After prying out a window with a couple of crowbars, the restaurant's security videos show him crawling along the floor, carefully avoiding motion sensors that could set off the alarm.
He just crawled through the whole restaurant. He looks around in our back room. He crawls back through the front of the restaurant. At that point, he stands up, and the sensors get him, and the alarm goes off.
He got away with just $20, but he caused $400 worth of damage doing it. A week later, Miguel Nunez saw on Facebook that a nearby restaurant, Andy's Kitchen, had also been hit. And after comparing video, he and Andy realized it was the same guy.
He calls me. He's like, it's the same exact guy who had broken into us this morning at 411.
So now they're making that video public, including a shot of the getaway car, to try to help sheriff's detectives find the crook and lock him up. Miguel says he'll just rest easier with the guy behind bars.
And it's just our peace of mind that knowing that our business isn't safe as it used to be years past.
County detectives are asking anyone who might recognize the guy in that video or his car to call Houston Crime Stoppers. They're offering a reward. Reporting live in northwest Harris County, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
All right, Phil, thank you. Developing tonight, Houston police and firefighters searched Brays Bayou for hours, looking for the body of a possible drowning victim. But as of this hour, they have not made any recovery. Around noon today, a witness reported that someone jumped off the Bill Coates Bridge into the bayou off of North McGregor and Almeda Road near the medical center. We'll update you if the situation changes.
Brazoria County Sheriff's deputies tonight are continuing to investigate a deadly shooting. Deputies say 38-year-old Maurice Hood was shot around 3 o'clock yesterday along County Road 568 and FM 1462 in Rocheron. Investigators tell us an ongoing family dispute over the past several days led to the incident. We are told Hood was visiting his cousins at the time of the shooting. Deputies say they are interviewing several people in connection to the shooting, but have made no arrests in this case.
Now to Decision 2020. Democratic presidential hopefuls are crisscrossing the state of Nevada, making their final pitches to voters ahead of Saturday's caucuses. It is a fierce fight for the first Democratic contest out west.
And there is big news when it comes to who is leading the pack nationwide and who will be on stage during tomorrow night's debate, live here on KPRC Channel 2. So with the eyes of the nation on Nevada, Channel 2 anchor Sion Rhodes is live in Las Vegas tonight with the big developments in the race for the White House. Sion.
And Andy, we are at the Paris Las Vegas hotel that is the site of tomorrow night's MSNBC presidential Democratic debate here. And as you mentioned, a lot of buzz already because, again, it's the first debate post-Iowa, post-New Hampshire. And it's also making headlines before it's even begun because of the big announcement today that former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg has, in fact, qualified to appear at tomorrow night's debate. So he will be on stage for the very first time facing off against his opponent since he entered this race. And it comes at a time when he's under increasing scrutiny for his record in New York City and has been in a bit of a Twitter and ad war with Bernie Sanders. Now, speaking of Senator Sanders, good news for him on this day before the debate. Just released poll numbers showing that Bernie Sanders is ahead of the rest of the Democratic field by double digits. These numbers coming from a new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll just out this afternoon. And it shows Sanders leading the pack with Biden, Bloomberg, and Elizabeth Warren in a three-way tie for second. So that will be interesting as to how they react to that tomorrow night as well. And something that is new for the Nevada caucuses that are here on Saturday, the state Democratic Party adding early voting, something they've never done before. So that's been going on the last several days. Today is the final day. So when those candidates take the debate stage tomorrow night to make their case as to why they should be the next president, some of the voters here watching at home tomorrow night will have already made their decision. Reporting live from Las Vegas, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Sion, thank you. And for Democrats who have not quite made up their minds yet, the debate will be one to watch. NBC's Lester Holt is co-moderating the event. He and his team have been working for weeks on the questioning and the context. You can watch the debate live tomorrow night at 8 right here on KPRC Channel 2.
The surge Bernie Sanders is experiencing nationwide is also being felt here in Texas. The senator from Vermont is at the top of the list among Texas Democrats. In a new poll from the University of Texas and the Texas Tribune, Sanders has the support of 24% of self-identified Democratic primary voters. That's up from 12% in October. Former Vice President Joe Biden is a close second with 22%. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren has 15%. Early voting for the primary is underway. In Harris County, polling locations are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day except this Sunday, February 23rd, when they will open from 1 to 6 p.m. You can find voting centers near you by going to clicktohouston.com. The primary is March 3rd.
Astros outfielder Josh Reddick is hoping to come back stronger this season. Randy McIlvoy is up next following the team's spring training down in Florida.
Did you?
We're following breaking news right now out of the Clear Lake area. We told you earlier, Sky 2 live over the home right now where Precinct 8 constable deputies are investigating a murder-suicide. It happened along Heatherdale Street near El Dorado Boulevard around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We do have a news team headed to the scene right now and will continue to bring you updated information just as soon as we learn it.
Terrifying moments for an AT&T employee after surveillance cameras caught 3 men as they stormed into a store demanding money. It happened just before 5 o'clock back on January 5th along the Gulf Freeway near Monroe. One of the thieves was seen charging in with a gun, waving it in the employee's face. The suspects took money from the register and several phones from the back office. If you recognize any of the suspects or have information, you're asked to contact Crime Stoppers.
And now to the Astros and spring training underway in Florida.
Let's throw it out to Sports Director Randy McIlvoy as the team prepares for their first spring training game this weekend.
Hello from West Palm Beach, Florida. Astros continue full squad workouts. They'll do it all week long leading up to their first game coming up on Saturday. The day began with their annual picture day. That's something they take part in early in camp to kind of get that out of the way. Then they got their work in as they will each and every day. Outfielder Josh Reddick, he's going to be out there in right field again. He's coming off a down year offensively. Part of that was shoulder pain he dealt with all season. He had minor cleanup surgery and says he's feeling good again.
Could be a pain-related issue, but I'm not going to lean on that and say that was my whole reason because I still could have done a lot better. But just got to go out there and stick to my routine. You know, it's not overworking myself. You know, this shoulder feels really good right now, and just got to do everything I can to make sure the body feels right and stay healthy.
Reddick all smiles inside that clubhouse. He's happy to be in camp, and he feels like he's going to have a breakout year offensively in 2020. With the Astros in West Palm Beach, Florida, Randy McElvoy, KPRC Channel 2 Sports.
Better soak up and enjoy these warm temperatures while they last.
Yeah, Randy better do the same. I know.
Yeah.
You know, we really got almost to 80 degrees in spots today again, and all that's changing just like that. I know, look at the clouds. This is the shot from San Antonio as the front came through there. So it's got a little cloud cover with it, a little bit of chance of rain, and some cooler temperatures. Highs this afternoon, 79, Bush Intercontinental Hobby, 74 in Galveston, so nice and toasty right now. Triangle Energy Camera, pretty shot of downtown through the hazy sky, 76. Southeast winds at 6. That's part of the reason why. In Galveston, you're looking pretty good. In fact, got some folks down in the water there. We've got temperatures at 71, north-northeast winds at 5. That may create a little bit of a wave, but not much. Look at the difference here. 57 now in Huntsville, 68 in Navasota, 50s for Bryan College Station, Brenham, and LaGrange, 70s elsewhere. So clearly changes are on the way. 16, 17, 16-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 23, 22, 17, 25. So it's a bit breezy with this front as it continues to make its way slowly through. There's a lot of southwest upper air, and so these showers here traveling from Huntsville off toward Trinity and Lufkin. Down to the south, the same thing from Brenham and Navasota up toward Huntsville. I think a lot of the rain with this whole thing, especially tonight and tomorrow, is going to stay to the north of us. That's where we're seeing it right now. But the front's going to continue to push on through. So we'll put it into the downtown area by 8 o'clock. You see the temperatures going down into the 60s. At the coast after that, by midnight, if not sooner. Then we're all in the 50s and the 60s, and we continue to drop right down into the 50s just about everywhere to upper 40s at College Station. So it's going to be a cool one. But watch this. It doesn't change. We get down to 55, 56, and we stay there all day long. So one of those raw, cold days for a Wednesday. Looks like the showers mostly to the north, but certainly a few light showers in the Houston area. Thursday morning, we're down to around 50, so we stay about there, if not even a little cooler as we go into Thursday afternoon. A little better chance we'll see some of this rain in here, but the heaviest rains are going to be to the north, and right now I've got these purple and these red areas, 2 to 3 inches, anywhere from Huntsville up toward Lufkin. From Conroe, a couple of inches, then down through Houston, half an inch to an inch of rain. So not any kind of a flood threat. The jet stream is the reason why this is all staying to our north. It's pretty strong up there across North Texas, and it's going to continue to keep a lot of the lift there. So the front comes through. That's the game changer. It stalls a bit as it does, so it just stays cloudy and rainy, but a lot of these showers with the jet right along that front off toward the southeast. The good news for us is that high pressure builds in Friday, clears things out, stays a little on the cool side. Temperatures as we get into Saturday start to warm a bit into the 60s, and there's a chance on Sunday for a shower, and that's because of this system you see out here in parts of Albuquerque up into parts of Colorado. That's going to race across, and as it does, 20% chance for a Sunday shower, but not a huge chance. A little closer look then for our showers for us. Continues to bring those showers through. Then that's Wednesday morning, a lot of cloud cover, and then as we go into Wednesday afternoon, a little better chance for a bit of rain. But we're only talking about 30% on Wednesday. That goes up to 70 and 80% as we get into Thursday, so a much better chance as the front finally moves on through and all of this begins to push down to the south a bit. So that's going to be what changes. In the meantime, here's your forecast. Look for 50s tomorrow and all day. 56, 55, 54. Once we get there, it stays that way with the clouds in place pretty much all the time. 60% on Thursday. San Luis Salute Friday, clear skies but cool. 40 and 54 on Friday. Saturday, 62, 68 on Sunday. So a little warming trend here. There's that 20% chance of rain on Sunday. And then we get another chance Tuesday, Wednesday with maybe a little luck taking us into the next weekend and clearing things out. So if we can get one nice weekend after another, there will be no complaints.
Yeah, I feel like winter's days are numbered around here.
Yeah, winter what? Who?
Yeah.
Who is winter?
We always have a few cold days, though, it seems like in March.
We do.
You know, around
usually
rodeo
the 1st
time.
of March, and yeah, 1st of March, and that's beginning of the rodeo. Yeah. And that's always a chance. And then by spring break, we've warmed up, and one week of spring break usually gets some rain and the other doesn't.
Yeah.
That's true. All right,
Frank, thanks.
Now, as we head to break, here's a story you'll see all new tonight at 10.
The future of trucking is driverless.
Autonomous trucks don't text, they don't drive drowsy, they don't drive distracted.
That's right, self-driving semis on Texas highways. But are drivers ready for it?
I would not feel comfortable, but I think the technology is definitely going to be there.
We're telling you what the companies are doing here in Texas and if truck drivers should be worried about losing their jobs. Coming up tonight at 10.
We have an update now to an undercover human trafficking operation out of East Harris County. Deputies today announcing the results of the Operation Kickoff 2020 initiative. They're calling on Houstonians to step up and help fight human trafficking.
I want to call on every citizen in the county to be watchful for anything that appears out of the ordinary. Contact law enforcement, let us know what's going on, and we can definitely do our part as a community to prevent this from taking place.
Deputies say more than 30 people were arrested as part of the operation. As many as 80 law enforcement agents were used in the 5-day-long operation last month. Deputies say undercover officers would arrange meetings with victims who were being trafficked, and that would lead authorities to the suspects.
If you run out of gas or break down on virtually any freeway in Harris County, you can now get a free tow. The service was originally just on freeways within the city of Houston, but now it's expanding. Here's the old coverage map of the Tow and Go program. The new coverage map will cover more areas outside the Beltway. In 2019, Tow and Go operators were dispatched more than 57,000 times. The goal, of course, is to keep the freeways moving and free of any stalled cars. Tow truck drivers are dispatched by crews monitoring freeway cameras out of Houston TransStar. Right now, Lester Holt is in Las Vegas with a look at what's coming up on Nightly News.
Ahead for us, the president grants clemency to former Governor Rod Blagojevich of Illinois and several white-collar criminals at a major security upgrade announced by the maker of those popular Ring home security cameras. It's ahead on Nightly News.
Hello, I'm Dominique Saxa in the newsroom. Here's what's coming up on Channel 2 News at 6 today. Another dental office closing without warning. Only on 2 tonight, patients now searching for answers, wondering what happens next. And you saw it first on 2 last week, a massive collection of African art stashed in a county maintenance shed. So fast forward to today, there was more activity at that same shed. Channel 2 investigator Mario Diaz was there to find out what was going on. These stories and more at the top of the hour on Channel 2 News at 6. Back to you.
All right, Dominique, thanks. That front's getting closer.
It is getting closer. Here's a look on Exact Track radar. You can see the showers. A lot of this is moving just to the north of Houston. So if you're one of our viewers up there, it's already soggy for you. The front's going to continue to push into downtown in the next 3 hours. So it's a slow mover. It'll be at the coast by the end of the evening. So as it does, that's what happens to temperatures, right? From the 70s to the 60s to the 50s, 20-30% chance for generally light rain, but enough to make your trip a little slower. So keep that in mind.
All right, good to know, Frank.
All right.
Thank you. Nightly News is coming up next.
We'll see you at 6 o'clock.